Hello, this is Elizabeth and Elton Brewington, and we are on the Brightside Spotlight. And we have a wonderful woman whose story is second to none. And I'll make sure you get to see that video interview with me and Elton. But today we're doing the rapid fire. So tell us, what makes you an empowerer?
Absolutely. So many things, but because I've actually been through non-pregnancy loss, misdiagnosis, and I had two brain surgeries after a misdiagnosis that could have cost my life. I empower patients to speak up for themselves. And yes, our healthcare providers are the experts in their field, but we are the experts of our bodies. And I consistently give that message to patients so they feel empowered to speak up when they have things going on with their bodies that's not normal and they need help.
Oh, wow. Yes, that's true. Anybody empowered you because you've been through quite a lot in your journey? Was there anything that empowered you while you were going through what you were going through?
I mean, I have an empowerment team at this point because the journey has been long. I've been in and out the hospital since 2018 every year, unfortunately. But one of the things that really empowered me, other than God, is therapy. Therapy and just addressing how this journey has impacted my mental health has literally empowered me to keep going.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm going to move to Elton. He's going to ask you the media questions.
Okay. Oh, well, see now, you're in a whole new
You,
category. You, your access to, and
okay, I'll get back.
my
He's going to
producer
make
gave
this
me
list. Okay, what
I
empowers you for like movies? Is there any particular movie that moved you?
Oh, yes, there are quite a few, but my favorite go-to when I'm feeling down and not as confident is Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith and his son. I love that movie. I feel instantly empowered, and I feel like it reminds me of who I am and how far I've come and where I could go.
That was majority of the people we interviewed this month
Right?
that has given the same movie. What about a book? Is there any book that has empowered you?
Absolutely. Pinky Cole's book, it's called I Hope You Fail. And it talks about how entrepreneurs do not need to be infectionists and that failure can truly be the catalyst for us making great business decisions, making better business decisions, being better entrepreneurs, because we need failure to be our teacher and
Yeah.
embraces failure. And I love, love, love that book by Pinky Cole.
Wow. And travel. Do you travel? Do you like traveling?
Yes.
What's
Yes, my favorite trip I took coming up on 2 years ago was to Bali. I got sick after, but when I was there, it was amazing. I got to rest. The greenery is just breathtaking. The pictures don't do it justice. I was able to truly, truly turn it off and just enjoy. That was one of my dream vacations, and I was able to go. I love to travel.
wow. You know, we've got a lot of people that said Bali too. So this is a
Yeah.
plus this month, Bali and in the pursuit of happiness. Okay, so since you're in the health and wellness business, what's the best tip that you could or what has empowered you on your wellness journey?
Yeah, definitely documenting everything. I think sometimes when we have these interactions in the healthcare system, we start to feel like what we're feeling is not real and that we're crazy. But when you document these things, your symptoms, the interactions you have, who you're talking with, and all those things, it really becomes more tangible and on paper, and you're able to see, I am having these symptoms. It is very real. I'm not making this up, and I do need help. So definitely documentation is very important.
So money, I mean, you've been through a lot. What is your money tip or your growth tip for empowerment?
Stay out the hospital. I should be driving a Bugatti by now.
Yeah, you
Stay
probably
out the
drove some
hospital.
bills. Yeah.
Yes. Stay healthy as possible. Being sick can cause you to be broke, and being broke is expensive.
Yeah, it is. It
It
costs you a
is.
lot,
It's
years and
a
years.
lot.
We've
Yes.
been through four hurricanes and it takes years to
now,
recover.
Yeah. I'm actually
Okay.
from New Orleans, so I know about hurricanes. I
Oh my
survived
God.
Katrina. So
Yeah.
now I'm asking you, in any of your experiences in the health hospital stay care center room, were there any lawsuits out of that?
so one of them I couldn't do a lawsuit. I haven't pursued the other one with the brain issues yet, but I will.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because I mean, that sounds like you should be wealthy, considering that doesn't sound normal, in those cases.
Yeah.
And we're healthy we're thankful that you have you and you have an experience that way. But quite frankly, the whole idea behind, proper care is
Hmm.
doctors and hospitals, they understand liability and they understand not having to go through a condition that
Yeah.
doesn't have to be gone through. But the only way they understand it is when they have to pay money out. When they
Yes.
have to pay money out, then they
Yeah.
will take more specific precautions and
Yes.
more careful procedures are taking place.
Yes.
That's why, yeah, sometimes in the house, I was recently in the hospital. I had a simple, well, it wasn't a simple procedure. I had trigeminal, which is also a brain thing. But what they came to the conclusion, they followed through, followed through, followed through. Now, I don't know,
Mhm.
do you know the Duke system in North Carolina?
Yeah, everybody know Duke.
Yeah,
Everybody knows Duke.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
they're
yeah.
very good with
Yeah, they're very
documentation.
good, but
Yes.
Yeah.
they're also very careful, and they have particular precautions, and they
Hmm.
have great follow through, and they're fraught with redundancies. Their
Yes.
redundancies, I don't know, it's just amazing. But the redundancies eliminate liability,
Yeah.
Yeah.
eliminate issues, and so that's something that a hospital care facility now. What you probably need to do, I had a friend of mine. He got a law degree and a medical degree, and he got a law degree and a medical degree to explore and expose liability.
Yes.
And so when you've got a lawyer that knows medicine, I mean, they could tell you where the liabilities are that are hands down.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. I
yes,
want to go to medical school. I mean, I'm so sorry. I want to go to law school actually when my child gets older. That is my plan to study malpractice, negligence in a healthcare system.
if I were you, I would look at some of the top five law schools in the
Yep.
country and take it to them, no, law firms, and take
Mhm.
it to one of them to consider whether or not they'll study your case and course and determine whether you have a hands down cash settlement
Yeah.
law issue that they
Yeah.
can deliver to you in no time. And so, which is some 9 cases, something's got to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something's got to be where there's smoke, there's fire. And so, I would explore with you, if you will, to look into that, because then, have going into the settlement for your organization, having money in your pocket now can make a whole lot of difference down the road. I mean, so just a suggestion.
Yeah.
But
To,
I just thought that came to my mind. I want to share it with you.
all right.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you for being a part. Please come on for our show coming
Yes.
up this week.
What's on the bright side? I think you said going back to school. But yeah.
I don't know how bright that is, but I would say more on the bright side is that despite of us experiencing over 7 million misdiagnoses in the United States a year, it's causing us 100 billion a year, 250,000 patients die. That innovation, especially AI, has transformed how we're targeting and resolving these issues. And AI has made it quicker. And I see a lot of things out there and innovations out there where we are tackling these really tough issues that's causing us our lives. And I think that is definitely on the bright side.
Yeah, I agree. With that, tell us again what your website is, and
Yeah,
definitely we'll be getting behind this to tell more people about it. I think it's very important with the work you do and your story as well.
absolutely. The website is myherdapp.com.
There you go, myherdapp.com. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, if you're going through something, if you've experienced some of the things that we've been talking about, write us a comment. Tell us what you think. If you have a question, I'll make sure that we get you some answers. All right. So write to us, tell us what you think, write us a comment, and subscribe so you never miss an informed video. Thank you so much. You're watching Discover Brightside.